Hello there, fellow Minecraft fans. Today, I want to share with you my experiences of being an underdog in a Minecraft seed finding competition hosted by Sipover. The competition started on January 21st and lasting a little over a week, with the last day being on January 29th. It was a competition to find the coolest Minecraft seed for Java Edition in the public's eye. Now, I have to admit, I was an underdog from the get-go. Unlike most of the other contestants, I don't code at all, but I use my vast knowledge of the game to theorize new concepts that have never been seen in-game before. And then I use public search tools like Cubine Viewer to find the seeds to generate that in the Minecraft world. At the kickoff of the competition, I didn't have any concrete plans for what I was going to seed find, which is pretty bad, but I started testing ideas in the Cubine Viewer. However, I soon realized that the brand new update that released just like 2 days before the start of the competition had a bug that completely wrecked the number of seeds per second it could check and just bring it down to an absolute crawl. The funny thing is, the creator of the seed finding program I used, CubeTech, he was also a participant in the competition, so in a way it was a little sus, but so yeah. So I tried a bunch of ideas to fix the bug. At the best, I can only get to work at full speed temporarily, by deleting all the config files, but that was only a temporary fix. But then one of the judges, Wills, he really wanted a seed that to get the most frogs in a 100 by 100 area, radius around the player, just for the memes. And I instantly had an idea on how to get a seed within the same amount that was still possible even with the broken state of Cubine Viewer that I had at the start of the competition. So the method that I used to find it in a compact area was actually all the way back 3 years ago when Matthew Bowen found repeating population seeds. Now, some of you might have seen those seeds that repeat the mine shaft or the ravine infinitely, but there was also another variant where it was population based, which kind of repeated all the decorators on a diagonal. So that'd be ores, passive mob spawns, trees, anything that decorate the surface of the Minecraft world. Now, with the update of 1.18, most of that broke because the overworld was completely overhauled for generation. But the one thing that still surprisingly remained intact when I checked in game was that the passive mob spawns, they were still repeating every diagonal chunk. So based on that, I was able to take the 64 48-bit seeds, also known as the structure seeds, that Matthew Bowen found back in 2020, and from there I can essentially extrapolate all the sister seeds, which is the full 64-bit seed that Minecraft, Java, and Bedrock uses for their seeds. And from there, I had just over 4 million possible seeds to use for the most frogs in a compact area. Now, since this is a seed competition, most people don't want to bother traveling far distances in order to see one cool feature. They don't like traveling that far. So I know from that it has to be near spawn. So based on that, I can pretty well just focus my search around 00, which eliminate a lot of seeds. And so the search method I had to do, since I know the 4 million to search from, all I had to do was look for the biggest mangrove swamp that there was. And then from there, I was just able to check the seeds by hand to find the line that had the most frogs per chunk in order to get the most frogs in a 100 by 100 area. Now, the swamp biome, frogs can generate in that too, but for whatever reason, the rates is so much lower than mangrove swamp, I didn't even bother to try to include it in the search results because I wasn't even worth it. So that was that method. So in total, I managed to get 52 frogs within a 100 by 100 area around the player, which was pretty good. And also, I did crash the game when I accidentally left the game running on 32 chunk render distance because there was a little too many frogs. For the competition, however, contestants were only allowed to submit one Minecraft seed to be judged. So I decided against submitting the frog seed, since some of the heavy lifting was done by others in the past, and I wanted something that I could fully call my own. On the next day, that'd be the Sunday, the January 22nd, the bug in Cubine Viewer was patched, and it was back up to full speed, which was really good. So by then I had a game plan for the seed I was going to find, and it was going to be a story-based seed where the player was naturally guided into a linear storyline based on the structures of the Minecraft world. The idea of the seed was to have the player spawn in a fiery shipwreck and have them collect all the loot before the shipwreck burns around them. Now from that loot, there would be a treasure map in it that would lead the player from the shipwreck to the buried treasure that happened to be underneath a woodland mansion. So the player would have to fight the inhabitants in order to get it. Also, as a bonus, I was trying to get a jungle temple to generate at the mansion as well. The next couple of days was just running cube biomes 24/7, searching for the seeds and then checking any results that it had bid out. The requirements I requested was so rare that despite the fastest speed I ever seen it run at, checking 830 billion seeds per second, I was only getting 2 seeds per day, which didn't meet my standards for the submission. So then I decided to do a cheaper search by removing the jungle temple requirement that yielded to much more results, but still at a pace I can still check them out manually in game. So then from there, the plan was to run this variant of the seed search when I was here at the computer and I had time to check them, and run the stricter seed search overnight and while I was at work. So it was always running 24/7. By the end of the week, I had 5 seeds that met my expectations, and I had to choose between them. During that decision-making progress, I learned something fairly interesting, which is how fire spread works with lava. And with this seed here, where it burns down here, this is one of the earlier seeds I didn't submit. In this mansion here, there's this flowing lava. And I was thinking, oh geez, this is actually not that bad because this lava here will catch the mansion on fire and burn it down as well. But the one thing I found out is that is the way how fire spread works is you can put as much lava as you want on the floor there, and then I'll just place I don't know, like a lava around here. And if I crank up the random tick speed to something much larger than what it is normally, as you can see, that there is spreading quite rapidly, the fire. But this hot lava that's fully on wooden floor, it doesn't light a blaze, which is just like, why? And then I found out via the wiki for fire spread using lava, this combination right here, it's safe. And as you can see here, lava won't spread fire to anything that's below it. It has to be at the same level or higher. So like for example, let me just pick a different wood type here, let's say dark. So any blocks I place in here, they'll catch a fire, as you can see. But all these wood blocks are safe, and like you see there's nothing below it, so you can have a completely wooden floor and place lava, and as long as there's nothing on the same height as it'll just never burn down. Which is just the bizarrest thing that I came across. It's just, why? After I chose the seed I was going with, I sent off the submission with a short description in pirate speak to set the theme of the pirate adventure for the seed. It was a fun touch that I thought would set my submission apart from the others. The submission went like this. Requirements: language, pirate speak, the 7 C's, render distance, 11 or lower, game mode, survival. Without giving much spoilers to the judges, my description of the seed was this.
Ahoy, me hearties! Welcome to this momentous occasion, and I may think you've had grand adventures before, but let me tell you, this one shall be the greatest of them all. We set sail on a journey to collect the finest loot and treasures known to man, and while the journey may have been tumultuous, we've come out with a great deal of it. But we haven't reached the end yet. We'll be facing fiery challenges and battling fierce enemies, and I have faith in each and every one of ye. We'll come out victorious, with pockets full of gold and chests overflowing with jewels. But I must remind ye, time is of the essence. We must hurry, for there are others who seek the same treasures as us. And while we may have had to make some sacrifices along the way, let's not lose hope. And remember that we are a strong crew, and I must remind ye that before we set off again, gather all of your belongings and keep them close. Are you ready, me hearties? Let's go forth and make history, yarf.
During the judging period of all the seeds on the last day of the competition, which was the Sunday for me, like the 29th of January, the judges missed reading my description of the seed that had some of the requirements for them to make it a bit more fully immersed for them for the story idea. but functionally everything still went fine. But I couldn't help feeling a little bit like dang it, because they probably missed out on some good content if they had to adapt to the pirate speak language. Trying to navigate through the game when that's on. But oh well. When the final results of the contest were announced, I didn't place at the top 3 because there was a lot of bangers for seeds by the top-notch seed finders that you've ever seen or known. So of course I didn't win anything. Not surprised, but despite not winning the competition, I still felt proud of myself for what I have accomplished. Winning isn't everything, and while it would have been great to come out on top, the experience itself was incredible. It was a privilege to connect with the other seed finders from all over the world and share our passion for Minecraft. Despite not taking home the top prize, I'm still proud of the seed that I found and the effort that I put into this competition. It was amazing to see all the unique and creative seeds that the other contestants came up with, and I learned a lot from observing their approaches and strategies. Overall, the competition was an unforgettable experience that allowed me to push my boundaries and learn new things about Minecraft. I am grateful for the opportunity and the chance to connect with other like-minded individuals. Even though I did not come out on top, I still feel like a winner for being a part of such an incredible event.